Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of So Tell Us Time. I am super excited to be here with you today. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Trevor Howard, and this is the So Tell Us Time podcast where we help business owners go over everything that has to do with business, whether it is professional or personal. We go over it all because guess what? We are human beings and we experience things at a human level. So not everything is always professional. Sometimes our personal rolls over into our professional. But Troy and I, who is my co-host of the So Tell Us Time podcast, which he is not here today for all our longtime listeners. Yes, I'm sorry. I know Troy is not here today. We love it when Troy's on the podcast. But Troy and I have had over 25 years of business experience building up businesses, and we have experienced everything. What we do now is we help thousands of businesses across the world in 33 countries help grow their businesses, help them with various aspects of their business. So we talk about all of our experiences, all of our knowledge. Troy and I also both own consulting companies. And so we help businesses pull apart their companies, look at them from a different aspect, find those golden nuggets, put it back together, see what can be done better. And then we just love doing that so much that Troy and I decided that the podcast would be our way of giving back. So today's episode, super excited to be here with you. Today's episode is the future. Now, what do you mean by the future, Trevor? Well, I'm going to talk about two things specifically. There are two mistakes that are commonly made by many companies, regardless of their size. Large companies do this as well as small companies. And it's usually just because they simply view these two things in the wrong way. So the first thing that we're going to jump into today is SEO, or search engine optimization. And you know what? Some people do SEO, some people don't do SEO. I'm going to tell you right now, a huge mistake when it comes to SEO is not looking at it as the long-term game. So SEO, search engine optimization, is something that needs to be looked at from a perspective of building the foundation. You are building the foundation of your business and your online marketing. When it comes to SEO, people usually are like, oh, I'm going to do SEO for a little bit, or I did SEO for a while. That is not how you should be looking at it. It is literally that foundation I'm talking about of your business, of your online marketing. And it is something that is definitely going to help improve your business. And looking at it from a short-term game is the wrong way to do it, because we get asked all the time. So, Trevor, how long should I be doing SEO? And my response is, how long do you plan on being in business? And people are like, what? And I'm like, this is something that you do every single month for the rest of forever. Because who doesn't want to show up in the top 10 of the organic? And people are like, well, I've done SEO and I didn't get there and this and that. Well, yeah, you've got competitors, hundreds of competitors, sometimes thousands of competitors, and they're all doing SEO too. So SEO, or they're doing different things to try to get business. Well, SEO is that foundational piece that is something that is always going to be happening, or should always be happening on your website. So if you're in business for any amount of time, you're like, think about if you were to start SEO from the beginning. So for my companies that have been in business for 10 years and you're not doing SEO, never have, or only did for a short period of time, think about where you would be if you would have done SEO consistently every single month, month after month, for the last 10 years. Think about my companies out there. If you've been in business for 1 year and haven't done SEO consistently, you've missed 12 months of SEO growth. My businesses that have been in business for 3 years, those companies, 3 years, you've missed 3 years of SEO value to your website and to your business. Really, SEO is investing in your business. Imagine where you would be if you start today. Imagine where you'll be in 1 year with SEO, 3 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years. It's about the long-term game. Everybody is always like, but I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. No, you need to think about your future. You need to be planning for your future. If you're not thinking about and planning for your future, might be in trouble because you may not have a future. That is really where the game gets played, is long term. Everybody wants to make a quick buck. In our business, we tell people this is not a transaction. This is a relationship. Other companies are going to have a transaction with you. We are building a relationship with you. And that's prevalent in everything that we do. So when, like, for instance, no contract, we don't do contracts. We believe that every single month we're going to earn your business. That's one way that we show this is a relationship and not a transaction. The other thing is in our pricing. We are not going to gouge our customers and make all our money up front. We are going to make our money long term in that relationship. And so I'm planning for the future. I'm looking to the future. And that's how I'm doing my marketing and my online and my business. That's how I'm running my business. So if you're not doing SEO every single month, you need to rethink that. It needs to change in your mind. That needs to be for the rest of forever. Okay. And really think about that. That's investing in you and your business. Once you are on the first page of Google, you can fight. You need to keep doing SEO to fight to stay there, because it's like a little hand game. Everybody's putting their hands on top of each other. You want to continue to put your hand into that mix and stay there. Okay. But it doesn't just drop off the next day, like PPC or pay per click, the ads that are above the map section. You pay to play, you pay to get there and be at the very top immediately. But the minute you turn it off, you're gone. That is not how SEO works. SEO is an investment in your business. All right. So SEO people, be thinking about that. Now, the second thing that we're going to talk about today is taking action while things are good. We get clients coming in all the time. Our calendar is booked up like all the time. In fact, one thing people do complain about is that they're like, oh, well, your calendar, you're booked out. Yes, we are booked out. We are very busy. And a lot of people, especially in today's climate, they are looking for all of our services. They need it. But here's the thing is, that's a problem. Why didn't you take action before you were desperate? And that is something that I tell clients all the time. Don't come to me when you're desperate and have no money. That's a silly thing to do. What you want to do is invest in your business while things are good. And you might say, well, I do, Trevor. I do this. I do X. I do Y. I do Z. Well, okay. But one of the things that you could be doing is going back to that SEO, ongoing SEO, which is the investment in your business. PPC can be an investment in your business, any of your marketing. But the problem is that a lot of times when things are good, business owners are like, hey, it's awesome. Or, you know what, I really can't even handle that much more. Or, they're feeling really safe and secure. But if you've been in business a period of time, right? Significant period of time. Troy and I have been in business for 25 years. We have seen it do this over the years. Sometimes it does this. Sometimes it does this. Sometimes it comes up here, and sure, it's good for a while, right? But it's not always that way, and it's not always going to stay the same. Things are constantly changing. If you want a guarantee, the guarantee is things are constantly changing, okay? If somebody says to me, hey, what's your guarantee? My guarantee is things are going to change. And you need to make sure you're working with somebody that's staying on top of the change and not just blowing with the wind and the latest and greatest, because the latest and greatest doesn't always work, okay? There's my guarantee. Is knowing what we're doing. So here's the thing is, invest in your business while things are good. Be doing those things, the things that you're not doing currently, the things that you've been wanting to do, but you know what? You're like, oh, I'm busy and things are good. That's awesome. That's the time to take the money and be investing in the business, because when things start to fall apart or slow down, then you're going to run to somebody. And I always tell people, and I even tell my employees this too. Your emergency, your fire is not my problem. Okay. And really think about that, because you didn't take action and plan and prepare while things were good. Now your hair's on fire. Your hair's on fire, and you're expecting me to put it out for you. You're expecting me to work magic and figure out how to do this with no money. It doesn't work like that. So plan and prepare. Those are the two things that businesses, I have worked with businesses, we've worked with business, $160 million a year companies, and they have these same problems. They're not investing in the future. They're, loving what's going on in the moment. And then even those kind of companies have problems. And for them, it's incremental. An incremental movement in profits can really screw up a large company. Okay. Sometimes it's better to be small. Sometimes the small companies can take a bigger hit and still survive. Whereas the big companies, they can disappear over, fractions of movement. So no matter what size you're at, be investing in the future. Look at SEO as one of those investments, and it should be ongoing. I mean, I am going to preach this till the day is long, that SEO is a staple and it should be in your business every single month. You should be doing this. You should be investing in yourself. It is going to pay off down the road. I say this all the time. The decisions we make today are going to affect us 8 months, 12 months, 24 months, 6 years from now. So start making the right decisions today. I guarantee that a lot of my listeners have been in business for a very long time and probably have done very little SEO. Some of you have tried it or done none. Some of you guys have tried it for periods of time, but then stopped. And then some of you are probably been doing it. You're like, Trevor, preach to the choir, buddy. I believe in it. I fully, wholeheartedly, absolutely believe in what you're saying. And it's so true. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Quick one. Okay, homework, evaluate your business. How long have you been in business? How many years have you, been working that your business hasn't had SEO on it? Think about that your website hasn't been having SEO work done on your website. How many years have you been in business and you haven't been focused on that? Where are you at financially right now? Currently, where are you at financially? Are things good? Are you busy? Is the money flowing? If it is, that's the time to reinvest and continue to put more resources into building the business so that when things slow down, maybe one avenue of revenue, like we talk about, slows down, you have another avenue that is producing for you. Never have your eggs all in one basket. Okay. And then just evaluate the company. Okay. Take those two things. We're keeping it simple today. Take the two things. Are you doing SEO on the regular? And then are you investing in your business when the money is flowing? Or are you a drug addict where it's like, all of a sudden business slows down and you become that tweaker that's like, I gotta figure it out. Well, if you would have just planned, prepared, put money aside for that time, and also already had other things in the works, you wouldn't be in such an emergency state. All right. So do an evaluation of your business this week, guys, and take action. We love you. We appreciate you. We're so grateful for all the likes, shares, comments. The channel is growing. The YouTube channel is growing. The podcast channels are growing. We are literally everywhere. We're even on Audible now and Spotify and anything and everything that you can think of, which is so phenomenal. We're loving it. And we love you guys. Hey, we'll talk to you on the next episode of So Tell Us Time.